Hello guys, welcome to VamaLove 2.0. We hope you had a wonderful Christmas and you enjoyed celebrating with your families. And we are just so grateful for everyone who has been sharing our posts, liking and commenting on other posts. So thank you very much. Today we want to talk about self-care and how that is very much important with regards to contributing to a relationship. So if you've got a partner, what is the importance of individual self-care? And I'll let my babe perhaps to go on and talk about that for a moment.
So we were just having this conversation. We saw a post, and I think it's been out there for some time that people are like, I don't bring anything to the table. I'm the table. I'm like, okay, that sounds like something nice to say, but we just got into like the depth of that. Like, what does that really mean? Does it mean that you don't want to contribute anything? You want just somebody to come and put everything on you? Like, I believe that a relationship is a togetherness. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, like you work together, you bring things together. For it to work, there's a balance that needs to take place. So he brings himself and what he has, and I bring myself and what I have. Let me just be clear that I'm not going to say that it's a 50-50. I will not talk about percentages of how much who brings to the table. That is not the heart of this discussion. But what we are talking about is when there is individual self-care, when I take care of me in my individual space. Even when we are married, there is still myself. We've become one, but there is still an aspect of self.
You don't lose your individualness.
Exactly. So I need to take care of that individuality that I have in order for me to bring something to this marriage. And it's the same for every other relationship. So you might be dating somebody, or you might be married to somebody, and you feel like, no, I don't need to do anything alone. Like, we're together now, so we're going to do everything together. So if your partner doesn't pray, then that's the end for both of you, because you're like, in our house, that's how it is, we don't pray. But it shouldn't be like that. There is my personal relationship that I have with God besides the relationship that we have with God together. So we have family prayer time, we have family Bible study, but it's very important that I also have my personal time with God. I have my personal Bible study with God, so that when we meet together and discuss as a family, I have something to bring to the table.
Like iron sharpening iron.
Exactly. And this is not just on the spiritual level, this is also financially. So you could say, you know what, we work, we are doing this as a family, but it's not necessarily about bringing money and saying, babe, I have this money that I didn't tell you about. No, you could have a joint account, you could be doing all your monies together, but it's just ideas that you also go and research and say, how can my husband and I grow our money? What business ideas can I think about? You go out there, you learn, and you come back and you say, babe, this is what I learned out there. People are doing this. Can we try this? I was thinking this. Ideas, you research. And it goes to so many examples that I could think about. Even just taking care of your health. You don't wait for the family doctor to come and sit you down or go for medicals together before you can know how you're really doing with your health. You could do a self-check. You could make sure you're eating healthy whenever you can, exercise, take care of your body, so that when you're together, you are giving your best self. I don't know other examples you could give.
I think one other thing maybe would be to develop yourself in terms of education. For instance, you still need knowledge to bringing to the table, right? And whether your partner maybe is in engineering or business or whatever field they are in, they can contribute what they know. You also could contribute what you know, and you need to continuously develop yourself. Don't be comfortable with the knowledge that you just have. Okay, continuously grow. So that will begin individually. Okay, even when you want to pursue something together as a couple, of course, it needs to begin individually. You need to want that. If as a couple you're saying we need to do this together, first it has to start with you. Is it what you want? Okay, and so this is what we are saying. It is something that you're supposed to want, because you're not only going to develop yourself, you're also going to develop together as a couple, and that's what's going to be good. You see, the flourishing of most relationships don't happen because of what a couple are together, right? It stems from the individual people involved in that particular relationship. So starting with an individual, what have they been doing to grow themselves? Are they practicing mindfulness, for instance? Are they growing in terms of financial knowledge? Okay, are they growing in terms of just knowing more about what a relationship is supposed to entail, what marriage is how it's supposed to be run, or anything like that? And the more these two people are growing individually, the more they grow together when they bring that knowledge together, when they bring that mind to those minds together. And so that is what we're encouraging you guys to do. Self-care, very, very important. Grow individually and also grow together.
Right. And I just felt like it's important to talk about emotions as well in your self-care. You know, I know we got to work. I think we done a post some weeks back where we're talking about how you need to care for your partner, because the world out there is it's harsh. And you know, we are facing a lot of things when we go to work, when you go out in the business world, in the streets. You know, there's so much going on. And so when you don't take care, when you don't work around your emotions at a personal level, you bring that bitterness and that frustration and you pour it on your partner unconsciously, and you end up hurting your partner or breaking a good relationship. So it's also very important that you know how to manage your emotions, and that's part of self-care. So when I'm frustrated at work, I can come and vent to him. We can talk about how I feel and whatnot. That is healthy. That is part of self-care. But if I say, you know, I keep the bitterness and I keep building on it, I don't work it out, I don't pray it out, I don't talk to someone about it, I just keep building on it. One day I will break out, and when I burst, I might just burst on him, and he might suffer for something that he wasn't even part of. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself emotionally, financially, spiritually, emotionally. Just self-care, individual self-care. That's what we're encouraging. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope that this is helpful to you. We love you guys.
See you.
Bye.